At the stroke of midnight, I received a text message from Chloe Davis, a coworker. "Hey, Lynette, I think your guest room is empty, right? Can I rent it from you?" I suppressed my urge to sleep and sent a single, curt reply, "No." I thought that was the end of it, but my phone started buzzing relentlessly. "I'll pay you $30 a month, okay? That room isn't being used anyway. You get a little extra cash for utilities. No loss to you." I switched my phone to silent, unwilling to prolong the engagement. To my surprise, she called directly. "Lynette, don't ignore me. I think this is perfectly reasonable. Think about it. You live alone in that huge house. You must get lonely. I move in, you'll have company, and I can help with chores. $30 is a steal." I immediately hung up, tossed the phone onto my nightstand, and curled up tightly in my blanket. The world fell into silence. The next morning, I arrived at the office. The elevator doors opened, and Chloe Davis was standing right in front of me, blocking the way. She flashed a bright smile, holding 2 coffee cups. "Morning, Lynette. I bought you a latte." She offered one toward me. I sidestepped her. "Thanks, but I don't drink coffee." Her hand froze midair, and the smile on her face momentarily stiffened. All the eyes of our surrounding colleagues began to focus on us. She quickly regained her composure, placing the coffee cup on my desk, her voice soft. "Lynette, I must have called too late last night and disturbed your sleep, right? Please don't be mad. I'm desperate. My lease is expiring and I haven't found a new place yet." She bowed her head, looking pitiful. A few coworkers close to her immediately clustered around. "Chloe, what's wrong? You don't have a place to stay?" "Oh my God, where will you go?" Chloe sniffled, her eyes reddening. "I don't know. If I really can't find anything, I might have to sleep at one of those 24-hour diners." As she spoke, she glanced at me from the corner of her eye. "Doesn't Lynette have a spare room?" a colleague suggested. "Let her stay for a few days." Another immediately chimed in. "Yeah, we're all coworkers. What's the big deal about helping each other out? Lynette, you live alone in that big apartment. Having someone else around would be fun." Chloe looked at me, her eyes filled with expectation and a calculating gleam. "Lynette, I'm begging you, just a few days. I'll move out right away." I opened my laptop and began logging into the work system. My private residence. It's not convenient. I refused decisively, leaving no room for negotiation. Chloe's face instantly went pale. The surrounding air suddenly felt heavy. She clenched the hem of her blouse, her knuckles white. "What is your problem, Lynette? Your place is huge. What's the harm in letting me stay for a few days? Are you so petty you can't stand to see anyone else comfortable?" Her voice turned sharp. I kept my head down, my eyes fixed on the screen. "It's my house. The decision is mine." She trembled with anger. "Don't think just because you have money, you can do whatever you want. Living in a luxury condo, driving an expensive car, but your heart is cold as ice. People like you deserve to be alone forever." The entire office looked toward us, and the murmuring began. Finally, I looked up, calmly meeting her gaze. "Are you done? If so, get back to work." Perhaps she hadn't expected me to react so placidly because she stood frozen in place. I didn't bother with her, turning back to handle my emails. At lunchtime, I went to make coffee. As I stepped into the break room, I heard Chloe Davis's voice inside. You should have seen her face. So arrogant. So what if she has a little money? Who does she think she is? Right? She seemed nice normally, but who knew she was so cold? "Chloe, don't be upset. People like that are inherently selfish. We'll just stay away from her." I carried my cup and walked in. The chatter immediately stopped. The people in the room looked awkward, glancing nervously between me and the door. Only Chloe stared at me, her eyes full of hostility. I calmly walked to the coffee machine. The hot water hissed and steam rose hazily. I turned and looked directly at her. "Talking badly about people behind their backs is not a good habit," Chloe sneered. "Yes, I said it. What are you going to do about it?" "Lynette, I'm telling you, this isn't over." In the afternoon, the director called me into his office. He looked at me with an awkward expression. "Lynette, about Chloe's situation, can you—" I stood silently before his desk. "The kid is struggling out there alone. It's not easy. She just ran to me crying, saying her lease expired and she doesn't know where to go." The director sighed. "Don't you have an empty room? Think of it as helping the company out. Let her stay for a few days." She can handle the rent and utilities. I looked at him and laughed. Director, is this a company policy or is it your personal opinion? He paused, looking slightly unnatural. I'm simply concerned for my employees. We're a team. We should support each other. Then I politely refuse. I dropped my smile, speaking each word clearly. My private residence. No one has the right to interfere with my decision for any reason, whether it's you or her. The director's face instantly darkened. Lynette, what is this attitude? I'm discussing, not ordering. We're done discussing. My answer is still no. I turned, opened the door, and walked out. Right outside, Chloe Davis was pressing her ear to the door, a look of smug satisfaction not yet erased from her face. Seeing me emerge, she flinched, her eyes showing embarrassment. I walked past her and returned to my seat. Not long after, an anonymous post appeared on the company's internal forum. The title was, "Exposing the female coworker who drives a luxury car and lives in a mansion but has a heart of stone." The content was full of malicious slander, painting me as a rich, tyrannical woman who bullied newcomers. Though no name was mentioned, everyone understood it was me. Within minutes, the comment section soared into the hundreds. I know who it is, isn't it Lynette Moore? Always acting so superior. Oh my god, I can't believe she's like that. Terrifying. Poor Chloe Davis, being bullied this badly. I scrolled through, reading every malicious comment, my expression unchanged. My phone buzzed, a text from Kyle Hayes. Miss Moore, everything has been settled. I replied with one word, good. I closed the forum and returned to my pending work. Near quitting time, Chloe Davis dragged a huge suitcase and stood next to my desk. Behind her, several curious co-workers gathered to watch the drama. Lynette, I'm moving in today. Don't try to refuse again. She looked defiant. I typed the last word on my keyboard, saved the file, and shut down my computer. Then I stood up and picked up my bag. I'll say it one more time. My house is not expecting you. She trembled with rage, then suddenly clutched her stomach, her face pale, bending over. Oh, my stomach hurts so bad. She collapsed onto the floor, groaning in pain. Chloe, what's wrong? Call an ambulance. Everyone panicked. The entire office descended into chaos. Lying on the floor, through a gap in the crowd, Chloe managed to sneak a look at me, flashing a provocative smile. I just stood there, calmly watching her performance. It wasn't until the company's first aid personnel rushed over and did a quick check, nothing serious, just overexcitement leading to mild stomach spasms, that Chloe's face went through a spectrum of colors. I walked past her, my heels clicking sharply on the floor in the suddenly silent office. Good acting. Next time, try a more challenging role. I thought she'd stay quiet for a few days. The next day, however, she took the fight directly to my neighborhood. I drove my car into the condo basement garage. As I parked, I saw Chloe standing by the elevator with a middle-aged couple. The couple looked worn, their faces etched with worry. Seeing me step out, Chloe immediately rushed over and blocked my path. Lynette, you're back? She pointed behind her, introducing them naturally. These are my parents. They came all the way from out of town to visit me and wanted to thank you. I frowned. Thank me? Chloe's mother, carrying a bag of homemade regional snacks, hurried over to me, smiling ingratiatingly. Miss, you must be Lynette, right? You're so kind. Chloe has been such a bother to you. She tried to hand me the bag. I took a step back, avoiding it. Ma'am, I think there's a misunderstanding. Chloe's father was a quiet man. He looked at me and spoke up. Chloe told us everything. She said you agreed to let her move in and didn't even charge her rent. Her mother here couldn't let you be out of pocket. This is just a small gift to show our gratitude. I looked directly at Chloe Davis. She was hiding behind her parents, her eyes triumphant, a victorious smile playing on her lips. She thought that by bringing her parents and using family sentiment to pressure me, I wouldn't be able to refuse. I never agreed to any such thing. My voice was cold. The smile on her parents' faces instantly froze. Chloe jumped out, her face a picture of injustice. Lynette? How can you lie like that in front of my parents? You clearly agreed yesterday. She turned to her parents, tears welling up instantly. Mom, Dad, she's bullying me. She looks down on us because we're from out of town. Her mother immediately turned hostile, stepping between us. Miss, how can you treat her like this? Chloe hasn't done anything to you. Why are you so cruel? Where is your conscience? She treated you like a friend, and you treat her so horribly. Their voices grew louder, attracting the attention of neighbors passing by who stopped to stare. Their scrutinizing, pointing eyes all focused on me. I had suddenly become the heartless landlord bullying an out-of-towner. Chloe, hiding behind her parents, cried and wailed as if she were suffering an immense injustice. Watching the family, I felt a strange amusement. I pulled out my phone and dialed an encrypted internal number. Hello? I apologize, but are you the general manager, Kyle Hayes? There's a disturbance in the basement that's affecting other residents. Could you please handle it? After the call, I folded my arms and watched them. Go ahead and continue. The building security will soon escort you out. Chloe's mother was about to say more, but her father pulled her back. As an old farmer, he probably recognized the situation better than his daughter. He knew I wasn't joking. Soon after, 2 uniformed security guards and a man in a suit quickly approached. It was Kyle Hayes. He gave me a subtle nod, then turned to the Davis family, his face stern. Who are you? What are you doing here? Seeing the cavalry arrive, Chloe quickly fabricated a story. We are family of a resident in this building. She won't let us in. She pointed directly at me. Kyle glanced at me. I subtly shook my head. He immediately understood. Ma'am, we have not received any requests to admit guests from the resident here, and your noise is disturbing other residents. Per the community management regulations, please leave immediately. His voice was firm and unyielding. Chloe was livid. Do you know who she is? She's just a regular tenant. Why are you listening to her? She thought I was just a renter like her. Kyle Hayes' face remained impassive. I only know that if you refuse to leave, I will have to use compulsory measures. He gestured, and the 2 security guards stepped forward, forming a strong line of authority. Chloe's parents were genuinely scared and quickly pulled their daughter away. Before disappearing, Chloe looked back, giving me a stare filled with profound hatred. I knew this was only the beginning. Sure enough, things began to take a turn for the worse. My car in the basement garage was intentionally keyed, a long scratch stretching from the front to the back, deep enough to expose the metal underneath. The surveillance camera suddenly malfunctioned. Management vaguely explained that the old wiring was under repair. I didn't need to think to know who had done it. Soon after, my food delivery orders and packages started disappearing frequently. Sometimes they were thrown on the ground. Other times, tossed directly into the trash. I resorted to cooking for myself and stopped online shopping. Then came the harassment calls late at night, unknown numbers. When I answered, I heard only static. If I hung up, they called back. This happened repeatedly until morning. I had to block all incoming unknown numbers. Clearly, she was determined to play this war of attrition with me. At work, she became even more aggressive. She found ways to squeeze into my project team and used her minimal authority to cause trouble. I asked her to inform a partner of the meeting time. She intentionally stated the wrong time, causing the partner to miss the slot. The partner was furious and complained directly to the director. The director called me in and reprimanded me. Stepping out of the office, Chloe was waiting at the door. How does it feel to be scolded, Lynette? She held a stack of documents, smiling triumphantly. I told you, this isn't over. As long as you don't let me move in, I won't let you have peace. I looked at her, my heart as calm as still water. Is that so? I turned and walked away. The look in her eyes was no longer simple resentment, but the self-assuredness of someone who thought they had won. I heard that the management company of my condo complex had recently changed due to internal turmoil and personnel changes. She must have found out about this. She thought I was just a tenant like everyone else and believed that by getting a job in the management office, she could control me from within. Behind me, she shouted. Don't be smug. I'm telling you, I found a new job. Right at your condo complex management office. My footsteps paused. She caught up, lowering her voice just enough for the 2 of us. I used a connection to get in there. From now on, I'm your manager. I can cut your water, electricity, and gas whenever I want. Her face was a mix of madness and the thrill of victory. Lynette, the game between us has only just truly begun. She thought she had the trump card, that she had found my weakness, and that she could finally trample me underfoot. I looked at her face, contorted with self-satisfaction, and found it amusing. It turned out all her schemes were only aimed at this level, to infiltrate my territory and use that small bit of authority to make trouble for me. I went home and texted Kyle Hayes, "Is the management office getting new staff tomorrow?" My phone rang immediately. "Miss Moore? You already know?" I arranged it myself. I thought it was okay. I cut him off. Let her start the job and follow exactly what I told you. The next day, Chloe Davis indeed showed up at the management office with an air of immense satisfaction. She wore a brand new uniform, meticulously made up, looking like a model professional staffer. Kyle Hayes followed my instructions and personally greeted her. Chloe Davis, he called her by her full name, his tone devoid of friendliness. The regulations here are very strict. Residents are the top priority, especially those in Tower A. Everyone there is wealthy or influential. You'd best know your place and work carefully. From now on, you're responsible for all of Tower A, especially the high-rise floors, 18 and up. The residents there are very demanding, so pay close attention. My apartment was on the highest floor, the 32nd. Chloe's eyes lit up. She nodded eagerly, her voice uncontrollably excited. "Mr. Hayes, rest assured I will definitely perform my duties well." And her first mission was aimed squarely at me. At 10 a.m., my doorbell rang. I looked through the peephole and saw Chloe standing outside with 2 repairmen. "Miss Moore, open up. We received a report of a potential gas leak in your apartment. We need to inspect immediately." She held a clipboard, her voice stern as if carrying out an official duty. I opened the door, leaning against the frame. "Inspection? I didn't receive any notice." "Emergency situations require special handling," she said, lifting her chin. "I am now a management employee. I have the right to demand a mandatory inspection. Please cooperate." She thought that by simply wearing a uniform, she could do whatever she wanted. I moved slightly to the side. "Please." She eagerly led the 2 workers into the kitchen area. After knocking and checking for half an hour, the repairman came out with a report, looking embarrassed. "Manager Davis, all pipes and systems are normal. No problems detected." Chloe's face darkened. She snatched the report and checked the kitchen herself again. Still nothing unusual. "It can't be." She gritted her teeth. "Check again more thoroughly." The 2 workers exchanged awkward glances. I slowly sipped a glass of water. "Manager Davis, have you found anything? If not, please leave. I have work to do." She glared at me fiercely. "The routine inspection is complete, but Miss Moore, I advise you to be careful with fire. If anything happens, the entire building will be implicated." She was blatantly threatening me. I smiled. "Thank you for the warning. I will be careful." After seeing off my special guest, I immediately texted Kyle Hayes. "Send me the gas inspection record for Unit 3201 today, and the related request form." He replied immediately, "Yes, Miss Moore." Soon after, an electronic file was sent to my inbox. The requester section clearly stated Chloe Davis, with the reason resident reported gas leak. I carefully saved the document. I knew this was only the beginning. In the days that followed, Chloe exploited every minor privilege she had. One day, she said my car was parked incorrectly in the basement, trying to wheel clamp it. The next, she claimed I caused noise at night, based on neighbor complaints. The day after, she claimed my packages contained illegal items and demanded they be opened for inspection. I never argued with her once. If she clamped my car, I gave a spare key to Kyle Hayes and had him unlock it. If she claimed I made noise, I had him check the hallway camera footage, proving I never left the apartment. If she claimed the package was suspicious, I opened it right in front of her. It only contained a newly purchased book. Every time, she trembled with rage, but could do nothing. With every attack she launched, I saved all the corresponding files, reports, and camera footage, neatly categorized on my computer. She was like a clown dancing in front of me, putting on a show, unaware that the more she performed, the tighter the noose around her neck became. After several run-ins with management, Chloe seemed to realize that those petty tricks wouldn't faze me. She began hatching a bigger plan. The condo complex was holding its annual Resident Star of the Year award election. This award, established by the management company, which was under my name, aimed to promote community activities and improve living quality. The winner not only received a $30,000 cash prize, but also free management fees for the following year. The selection criteria were comprehensive, including neighbor relations, community contribution, and adherence to regulations. Chloe set her sights on the award. She probably thought that winning it would not only give her satisfaction, but also trample my reputation in front of all the residents. She transformed into a different person. Every day, she chattered enthusiastically in the resident group chat, asking about their concerns, passionately helping neighbors fetch items, walk dogs, and babysit. On weekends, she organized barbecues in the common area, paying for the food and drinks herself. She brought fruit door to door, soliciting votes. In a short time, her reputation in the community soared. The resident group chat was filled with flattery. Manager Chloe is such a good person, so enthusiastic. Thanks to her, the neighbor relations in our building are so much better. I'm definitely voting for Chloe this time. Reading those compliments, Chloe's tail must have been wagging to the sky. She even pulled me into a small group chat, excluding Kyle Hayes, consisting of residents she had manipulated. There, she posted a photo of the scratch on my car. Someone in the group recognized it. Isn't that Ms. Moore's Aston Martin? Limited edition. Just repainting that scratch must cost thousands. Chloe immediately chimed in. Everyone, look! That's Lynette Moore, the owner of Unit 3201. Last time her car was scratched, she suspected I did it and complained and slandered me everywhere. She started playing the pathetic victim. I'm just a weak girl with no family here. Being treated like that by her, I truly feel wronged. Everyone in the group immediately defended her. That's outrageous. Why would Lynette do that? We really misjudged her. Chloe, don't be afraid. We'll support you. That was exactly what she wanted. She wasn't just aiming for the award. She wanted to tarnish my reputation before stepping onto the stage to receive the trophy. She even secretly hinted that I worked in improper professions, which was why I wouldn't rent her the room. I was afraid of being exposed. The rumors grew increasingly wild. Some even said they saw luxury cars dropping me off late at night. I became the mysterious, scandalous rich woman in the eyes of the entire complex. Looking at the screen filled with insults, my eyes hardened. Kyle Hayes called, his voice full of worry. Ms. Moore, public opinion is against us. Should I step in to explain? No need, I replied calmly. Let her go all out. The louder, the better. The bait has been set. Now, we wait for the fish to bite. I didn't need a simple vindication. I wanted her to fall from the peak and be utterly shattered. The Resident Star of the Year election entered its final voting round. Chloe's vote count far surpassed all other candidates. She had already begun to see herself as the official Resident Star. In the management office, she bossed her colleagues around, her tone becoming increasingly arrogant. Even in front of Kyle Hayes, she dared to slam a stack of repair requests onto his desk, demanding he handle them. Kyle lowered his eyes, his fingers clenching the file, his knuckles white. He only gently replied, "Understood." This only fueled her arrogance. She thought the entire complex would soon be under her control. The night before the voting deadline, she sent me a text message. Lynette, the residents' meeting is tomorrow. The results will be announced then. As your neighbor, I sincerely invite you to come and personally witness my moment of glory. She added a smug emoji, her provocation clear. I replied with 2 words, will do. Perhaps she hadn't expected me to agree so kizzily, as she didn't reply for half a day. I put down my phone, opened my computer, and gathered all the evidence I had collected over the period, editing it into a complete video clip. At the end of the video was a document, a red-stamped property deed. The owner's name was clearly stated as Lynette Moore. I saved it onto a USB drive, a cold smile lifting the corner of my mouth. Chloe Davis, your moment of glory? No, it will be your day of judgment. The residents' meeting was held in the complex's multi-purpose hall. The attendance was huge that day. Every seat was filled. Chloe Davis wore a white designer dress, sitting in the front row center, as proud as a peacock displaying its tail feathers. She held her parents' arms, all 3 faces radiating joy and pride. The director and several colleagues from the company were also present, specially invited by her to witness the moment. When I arrived, the ceremony had already begun. I didn't go through the registration table, but walked directly from the side door into the backstage area. Kyle Hayes was waiting there. Ms. Moore, everything is ready. He handed me a microphone. I nodded, taking a deep breath. On the stage, the host was enthusiastically hyping up the atmosphere. After a month of voting and evaluation, this year's resident star has been determined. She is enthusiastic, kind, and always helping everyone. She is... The spotlight immediately shone on Chloe Davis. She gracefully stood up, smiling and waving to the crowd and the cameras, like a true victor. She lightly lifted her dress, taking steps toward the stage. Just as she was about to step onto the first riser, all the lights in the hall suddenly went out for a second. Then a cold, white beam of light shone from the back of the hall toward the stage, accompanied by the distinct sound of metallic heels clicking in the silent space. I stepped out from the light, the microphone in my hand. "Hold on!" My voice echoed across the hall through the speaker system. All eyes turned to me. The host was stunned. The smile on Chloe's face froze. She looked at me, her eyes filled with disbelief. "Lynette, what are you doing here?" I didn't answer, walking straight to the center of the stage, looking down at the crowd. At the front row with my colleagues changing expressions, and back at the stunned Chloe. "Hello, everyone. I am Lynette Moore. Before the final results are announced, I'd like to show everyone a short video." I nodded to Kyle Hayes. The hall plunged into darkness and the huge LED screen on the stage lit up. The video began with the midnight scene. Chloe sending me the text message. "Hey Lynette, your guest room is empty, right? Can I rent it? I'll pay you $30 a month, okay?" Immediately following was the audio recording of our phone call. Chloe's confident, glib reasoning echoed clearly throughout the silent hall. The murmuring began in the audience. Chloe's face grew paler. The video continued to show the office scene, how she feigned weakness and pity. And then, after my refusal, how she angrily cursed me out. The break room scene, where she and colleagues slandered me. The scene outside the company building where she faked a stomachache and fell to the ground, trying to frame me. Then the scene at my condo building where she brought her parents to cause a scene, attempting to use moral pressure to force my compliance. Every image, every word was like a powerful slap across her face. Chloe's body began to tremble. Her face turned white, then gradually blue-green. On her parents' faces, the proud smiles vanished, replaced by panic and shame. They hung their heads, not daring to look around. The video continued, my keyed car, the discarded food and packages, the barrage of late-night harassment calls. Then the security camera footage from the complex, Chloe in the management office throwing her weight around, intentionally making trouble for the repairmen, deliberately withholding my mail, and even subtly spitting toward my front door in a blind spot. The next images showed her in the resident group chat playing the enthusiastic neighbor, while in the small, private group, she was spreading malicious rumors about me. The enlarged screenshots appeared one after another on the LED screen. "That girl's a streetwalker. I saw several men dropping her off myself. This kind of woman, who knows how she makes her money? Clearly not clean." In the audience, the murmuring turned into outrage. "Oh my God, she's that kind of person? We were all fooled by her. Disgusting. That kind of person wants to be resident star?" Sitting in the front row, the company director's face alternated between green and white. He quickly pulled his chair away from Chloe's parents, as if afraid of contagion. Other colleagues looked at her with contempt and disgust. Chloe was in complete panic. She rushed onto the stage, trying to pull the plug on the equipment. "It's not true, it's all fake. She set me up," she screamed hysterically, her voice hoarse. Two security guards immediately rushed up and held her tightly. She struggled, looking utterly insane. The video reached its climax. The screen paused on a single document. The property deed for the building, clearly stamped in red, with the name L. Moore dazzlingly printed on it. The entire hall fell into a deathly silence. Everyone stared at me, then at the screen. Chloe stopped struggling, her eyes vacant, fixed on the deed, as if all her strength had been drained. I took the microphone and walked up to her. "Chloe Davis, you wanted to rent my house, didn't you?" I looked straight into her eyes, each word distinct and cold. "I'll tell you now, not only this apartment, but the building you tried to climb into, and the management company standing under your feet are all my assets. Your landlord is me, your boss is me, and even the Resident Star Award you craved so much was created by me. I'll give you a choice. Tell me which room you want to stay in, The rent is still $30. Do you dare to move in? The final psychological defense line in Chloe Davis's mind completely collapsed. She fell to the ground, bursting into a miserable, agonizing cry. In her cry was frustration, regret, but most of all, ultimate despair. Her parents could no longer sit still. They rushed onto the stage, trying to lift their daughter. Her mother pointed at me, screaming with all her might, "You evil woman! Why did you have to do this to my daughter? You've ruined her." I looked at her coldly. "Ma'am, you misunderstand. I didn't ruin her. I only taught her a lesson. What she's enduring today is the price you all paid with your own hands for your $30 greed. Now, please escort your victim out of here. Don't soil this place." Chloe's father didn't say a word, only bending down to pull his daughter up. But Chloe didn't seem to see them, lifting her head, her empty eyes fixed on me, repeating one phrase, "It can't be. It can't be." Kyle Hayes stepped onto the stage, taking the microphone, his voice resonating. Employee Chloe Davis, during her probationary period, has severely violated company regulations, engaged in harassment, and slandered residents. The company has decided to terminate her employment immediately and reserves the right to pursue legal action. Concurrently, due to her severe violation of the resident agreement, we are immediately revoking her right to tenancy in this complex. Fired, evicted. Everything she had painstakingly schemed for vanished in an instant. The company director, his face pale, didn't dare look at me. He quickly pulled his colleagues away, practically running out of the hall. I knew Chloe's career had ended here too. The residents looked at the chaos before them, turning to me with eyes that were both apologetic and respectful. The person who had cursed me most fiercely in the group chat stepped forward, bowing deeply. "Miss Moore, I apologize. We were blind and misjudged you." I shook my head slightly. Not knowing is not a crime. I took the microphone and delivered the final statement of the meeting. The Resident Star of the Year award is canceled. The $30,000 prize will be transferred to the Community Public Fund for improving landscaping and facilities. Everyone has the right to monitor its use. The applause beneath the stage was like thunder. The ridiculous drama had finally concluded. The Davis family was escorted out of the complex by security. I stood by the floor-to-ceiling window on the 32nd floor, watching them drag their suitcase away. Their haggard figures gradually disappeared into the night. The phone rang. It was Kyle Hayes. "Ms. Moore, everything has been handled. Her belongings at the company HR will pack them and ship them out. As for the apartment she rented in the complex, the landlord has also agreed to terminate the lease immediately." "Good," I replied briefly. "But was it worth it?" Kyle asked. "Spending all that effort on someone like her?" I looked out at the city. The lights of a million homes twinkled. I picked up the glass of red wine on the table and gently swirled it. The liquid shimmered with an alluring red under the light. I took a sip, the wine lingering on my palate. "Kyle," I said, my voice deep, "some kinds of trash, the only way is to clean them up once and for all. Otherwise, they will keep smelling and polluting the air." I hung up. On the resident group chat, the notification for 99+ new messages flashed continuously. It was no longer filled with petty rumors, but instead, countless thank you emojis and compliments. "Thank you, CEO Moore, for eliminating a scourge for the community. CEO Moore is truly capable. Thanks to you, our complex is clean again. CEO Moore, I just baked some cookies. Can I bring some up for you?" I chuckled softly and turned off the phone. Outside the window, the city night was brilliant with light. My world had finally returned to its inherent peace and order.